In this video, guys, we're gonna glass bead blast a bunch of the parts so we can bring them back just like new. Before we get into the video, I've gotta tell you guys, I got a heck of a deal. I saw a sandblaster. Normally these things are like 600 bucks up here. You know, Princess Auto, it's like Harbor Freight. They had them on sale, 50% off. I said, you know what, it's time. I've done enough scrubbing. I send a lot of parts out for sandblasting. Time for me to buy my own. Now the problem is with getting a deal on a sandblaster like this is they don't work. They're not a very good sandblaster. They don't have any lights, and the way the suction works, it's no good. But we had to build a metering valve in order to allow it to have better flow of the sand. And then it doesn't come with any lights, so we had to buy some lights. So we didn't buy any cheap little lights. We went and bought 30,000 lumens of light, because more light's probably better. It's a little bit excessive, but it's okay. The next problem is this thing worked amazing for 30 seconds. And my little 5-gallon air compressor, it just couldn't do it. So I knew that was going to be a problem. So we ended up doing a bunch of research, and we ended up saying, screw it. We need to have a 60-gallon air compressor. And this one's 18.5 CFM at 100 PSI. Normally a 60 is about 12 CFM. But I didn't want to have to stop blasting. So we just went and bought a big one. The next problem was there's no 220 in this garage. So we had to fix that. But anyway, we're finally set up, and now we can clean parts. So we're using glass bead blasting, and we're turning this dirty, crusty caliper into this. Nice, clean, glass bead blasted. And it actually does a really good job. It looks good, guys. Let's show you. All right, so we'll put a couple parts in, get our stuff out of the way here. Hopefully the stuff shows up pretty good on camera. We'll lock it in. Now the compressor's on and she's running, so this could get loud, but we'll see how it goes. Get these stupid gloves on, and of course I'm trying to work around the camera. But anyway, guys, I'll show you. That's pretty good already. But we're gonna go have at her and see how far we get on this. After die grinding and trying to remove most of the material, we've obviously opened up a large hole. So what we're gonna have to do is put a material in here that we can weld to that won't stick, like brass or copper, and lay strips of weld on top to try and refinish all this. And we're gonna have to extend it, and it's just a mess. But I think we can still fix it. It's in pretty rough shape, but we'll see what we can do. As far as other damage to the case, here, there's a crack. It runs all the way around this bolt. You can see it. I think you can see it on the camera, right? And we flip it to the inside, right? You can definitely make out that there's a crack there. We'll be able to weld that and hopefully clean it up. Project 93, Canada's worst dirt bike, is definitely coming along. Now we've got all the parts sandblasted, paint's taken off, all the grime is gone, and the sandblasting cabinet really did speed up this process. But by no means do I think you guys need to go out and invest in a sandblasting cabinet or a vapor blasting cabinet to achieve this effect. For years, I have used Simple Green and putting some elbow grease into it and really getting in and scrubbing up parts, and you achieve a very similar effect when you're done. Sandblasting is a very large expense, especially if you're just doing one bike. Anyway, guys, if you like the content, like and subscribe on the videos. It really helps the channel. And let's leave a comment down below. Sandblasting is a very new process to me personally. The media, there's so many different types of media. What do the walnut shells do? We use glass bead because that's what we found in research. Tell us what, hey, you know, this does a really nice effect. But there's so many other types out there and it's a lot to invest in. I'm sure you guys out there know more about sandblasting than me. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear it. Let's talk about it and get it figured out. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching and we'll see you in the next one.
Keep going till I got it. I won't give